Well, yeah, isn't that the truth? Hello, my amazing YouTube family. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate you. You will hear two things in the background in case you are new. My daddy's TV in the background and my fan. Because if I don't have my fan on, I will melt. And nobody wants to see that. So I had 2 boxes show up today. I don't know whether this video is going up today, so you don't know what today is. It's the 19th of June. Oh boy. Anyway, I got my Boxycharm Premium box. This box is part of a 3-tiered program that Boxycharm puts out. This is a $35 box that contains 6 full-size products. You also have the base box, which is 5 products for $25, and then you can upgrade every 3 months from the base box to the Luxe, which is $50, which I have recently discontinued. So now I'm just going to be getting this and my base box every month. And of course my hair is going to be blowing in my face. Not much I can do about it. As with all boxes, it can be disappointing. Sometimes it'll be so amazing you can't believe that you got so many products at such good value, and I will go into my philosophy and how I look at these boxes later on, but first I just want to get into it. I do not really do spoilers, so I do not have an idea of what is in here. But I know that so many of you awesome people will help me out with that for sure. So let's open her up here and see what we got. You can always tell it's premium, because it says premium on the inside of the box, but there's also blue inside where the base box is red. Here is the card, and the theme this month is, now really, even with good eyesight, can you really read that? I already opened my base box, so I should know what the theme is, but I don't. It is Dare to Dazzle in lettering that, as I said, no one could possibly read. The One Size by Patrick Starr, which I think is amazing that they're actually putting these in the boxes because it is a newer brand. It is a creator brand, so I think that we're getting them is pretty cool. And you know what? I remember picking this. Well, what do you know? These are the Secure the Blur Hydrating Under Eye Patches. You know how much I adore under eye patches. I don't know the ingredients, so I'm going to take a quick look at them now. The ingredients look pretty standard for under eye patches. I don't see any real and bad ingredients, and it does have caffeine. I think it should be higher up in the ingredients, but at least it is before the phenoxyethanol. I think it's about maybe 6 or 7 down. So I'm excited to try these. You are getting 6 pairs in here, and I think on the Sephora website they are pretty expensive. I do not know, I'm trying to see. I don't know whether they are gel or cellulose patches, but I will be excited to try them and let you know. I just had a pair on this morning. I try to do them every day, but sometimes I don't have time in the morning before work. So the next thing I have here is from Floss. I don't know if we've ever gotten Floss things in our Boxycharm. I know I've gotten them in Allure several times, and I think possibly in even the Walmart box. But this looks like a new product, one that I don't have, thank goodness. On this side it says the Concierge, and I still don't know what it is. I have the color Sandals. It has to be a lipstick from what I'm going to make the assumption of. Oh, that's cute. Cute packaging. It's like a gray with the terracotta colored logo on the bottom. Very big packaging. Oh, oh, how nice. I'm trying to pull it off. It's a screw off. Well, that's cool, and wow, is that melted. Holy smokes. It's very hot in New York, so. Well, that looks really quite pretty. Very pretty color. There we go. I may try it on at the end of the video, depending upon how adventurous I get, but I definitely like the color. Okay, I have a pair of lashes here. I'm not a big lash wearer, although my inner lash goddess wants to wear them on a daily basis, but the real Leann, you know, the realistic one says that she doesn't want to struggle on a daily basis. These look very fluffy and long. They look like they would be pretty and dramatic. Oh, you know what? I think we get to choose 2 products from here. So this is from Mopolim. It's got a double A. And, okay, it is an eye cream. Okay, so it is basic, pretty good ingredients up front before the preservative, and then there is a ton of the really good ingredients after the phenoxyethanol. So It may be very moisturizing, but I don't know about anything else. I will eventually try it and let you know. I just have a ton of eye creams that are actually doing something for me right now that I'm going through. Alrighty, so this is, what are you? From Skin Regimen. I almost thought it was some more 111 Skin, considering the box. And it says, what? 1.85 HE Booster. It is a Hydra Plumping Concentrate. Alright. Standard dropper bottle. It just says apply a few drops on face, followed by the cream. Oh, it was sealed, which is nice. I don't know what the cream is, but I'm assuming that they were speaking of their cream that goes with it. It's a clear, rather viscous fluid, although it's a little runny. Let's see. I can feel some glycerin in there. See how it absorbs. At first it like just glides across the skin instead of immediately sinking in. And my hand still feels slippery. Okay, it seems to have some nice ingredients. I don't think it's anything earth-shattering, but it has the glycerin and it has some hyaluronic acid. So, okay, I will use it and see how I like it. It did leave my hand very, very soft, and it has sunk in completely. And I think I remember that I did choose this as well. I don't think I was very thrilled with the choices that I had. This is a new palette. It is the Dominique Cosmetics Transition Palette. Now, I would not have gone out and purchased this palette, but for $5.55 to get it in a box, I thought that I would give it a try. Very pretty. This is raised. It's a weighty palette for a cardboard palette. And you're getting quite the large amount of shadow in here, I think, or at least the pans are large. Yes, each of the shadows is 1.5 grams, which is quite the decent amount. It is an all matte palette, and I think the name says it all. It's a transition palette, so that is essentially how I would use it. I usually don't do all matte looks. I used to. Absolutely positively, that was my go-to look, was all mattes, but once I found the love of shimmers and glitters and metallic shades, I have a hard time just doing an all matte look. On the mirror, which is quite nice, it does say keep life simple, which is cute. But for a neutral lover, I think this is a lot prettier in person, and I think one would get a lot of use out of this. I do want to swatch the black. It's a little powdery, but as we know, swatches mean absolutely nothing, good or bad. This one is a lot creamier. This is called Frothy. How cute. This is one of my favorite colors that's quite pigmented to always start my look with. I will always put this all over the lid and usually up to my brow bone. This is not one of my favorite colors. Cool toned, especially in that certain gray color, don't always look good on me, but of course I'm going to try it. They are blending out quite nicely on my hand, and I want to try one. This color here is a tone that I love, and it grabbed my attention. It's a little bit more dry, kind of like the black. Powdery, but again, went on very, very nicely because I didn't just swipe it. Of course, I did rub. Okay, as I said, I'm quite happy to have this, even though it's not something that I would have gone out and paid full price for. To have the opportunity to try it and get it in the box, I can see me keeping this palette out next to me because it has all the colors that I would ever need for a matte transition and whatever. There's some more of these names. They looked intriguing. The one that I said I really liked was called Chai. The black is called Smoky. That gray that I wasn't so sure about is called Ash. So let's read up on my products, and then I'm going to go into my thoughts about how I feel about the box. So the first thing they are talking about, let me just close this up so it looks nice and neat. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Transition Palette. It says, life is complicated. Well, yeah, isn't that the truth? But the retail value of this palette is $48, which I personally think is high. It is in range with our other palettes, but again, I didn't have to pay $48 for it, which is a good thing. Next up, we have the One Size Secure the Blur Hydrating Under Eye Patches, which I'm excited to have. These do retail for $25 for 6 patches, so it's about an average price, I think. They say there are supersized under eye patches, and they of course help to hydrate, depuff, and reduce the appearance of dark circles, fine lines, and texture. That's what every single one claims. So if they're larger, I'll be very curious to see exactly how big they are, if they're going to cover like my entire cheek area. This I'm so curious about because it's a new brand and I have neither heard of it nor tried it before. But again, it's called the Skin Regimen, and it does say 1.85 HA booster, which of course the HA means the hyaluronic acid. It says that it's a hydrating serum with a concentrate of 3 forms of hyaluronic acid. It is also free from silicones and synthetic fragrance, and they must be related to 111 Skin because they're saying that this has a $115 value. If it really had a $115 value and the ingredients were that expensive to put into this, how could they possibly put it into a box that costs $35? Eyeshadow palettes, I know that there is a gigantic, humongous, absurd markup on the prices, and they don't cost that much to make, but sometimes ingredients in skincare can be very costly. So I'm always curious about that. I don't have to worry about that $115 price tag because I didn't pay it, but it just makes me go, like, what box was it in that had the Avante lip serum that I think was $122? It's a lip balm for $120. Who's paying $122 for a lip balm? I don't know. Could be. No judgment. I can just say, not me. I really don't know how to pronounce this name. It has a double A. Maalpalim. I'll leave it up to you guys to interpret that. It is an eye cream with a vitamin C and quinoa extract. I like the way quinoa tastes. I have no idea if quinoa does anything for your skin, but all of those ingredients, both the vitamin C, which I didn't even see, see, it must be so far down, all of them are after the phenoxyethanol. So again, the efficacy of it, I don't know, it may just turn out to be a nice moisturizing product. And they're saying that this is $39, and of course they're claiming that it's going to do all the things that eye creams say they do. I will try it. I will let you know. At least they're not saying that's at $115. The Lashaholic Luxury Lashes in Kiss Me. It says they are super lightweight and ultra fluffy fibers, and they are on a soft cotton band. I don't know much about lashes, so I don't know the difference between the bands. If you do, please let me know. I love learning from you guys. It says they're made with a layered light crisscross pattern and tapered ends. $15.99. They're also claiming that they are a new launch. I don't know, can't judge them. I have a hard time judging. All I know is I personally wouldn't go out and pay like $20-30 for lashes myself. And the Floss Beauty, the Concierge, it's a cheek and lip tint. Cheap? Was that a Freudian slip? I don't know. It is a cheek and lip tint. Again, I'm not a fan of those dual purposes. I want to, that's just me personally. I do like the package. I do like the screw off top. And what does it say? Again, my color was sandals. And there it is, just to remind you. They say that it is a weatherproof, no brush needed tint. And it's going to blend seamlessly into the skin for all day wear. I usually like to use a brush to buff these out. I'm wearing a cream bronzer. I'm wearing the Fenty stick, the contour stick, and I always use a brush personally. It is $22. Okay, can't really judge it. Haven't tried it. And should I try it on? Let's try it on. I think I'll try it on. Let's see what this is like, shall we? My lighting here is terrible, but I'll tell you a few things about first application. It goes on beautifully. It is not too slick, and yet it's not dry and tuggy, which I think would make it really good for your cheeks because it's not going to give you that totally oily feeling that's going to take off anything underneath. I think the color is beautiful. I happen to like the tone on my lips a lot. It was quite easy to apply because I wasn't that precise, and as I said, I think it looks okay, although it's hard to tell with the lighting. I'm going to be happy to try it, you know, when I can actually wear lipstick again, because we are still masked up at school and most places that I go, which believe me, I'm fine with. So if anyone is interested in my variation, the last few letters are 316-PM. Again, I haven't deciphered that aspect of it, but what do I think of my overall box? I'm actually quite happy with it. I don't see any products that I don't feel that I'm going to try and use. I'm just going to throw these lashes into my basket and eventually, maybe when I actually have the time off, when I take a nice vacation during the summer, not going anywhere, I mean just vacation being home, I will play with them. But I like my box. I think it was worth my $35. You know, if I'd wanted to pick up this palette, I would have had to spend more than $35 for it. And so, yeah. But most importantly, I would like to know what you think about my products. Do you get the box? If you do, what kind of variation did you get? Please tell me what the spoilers were. I always love to hear your thoughts on them because I don't do them and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm missing out on. So did I miss out on anything? Was there anything like spectacular that they were advertising that I don't know about? But my friends, you know, I love you guys so very much. You are amazingly wonderful people that I am all so very grateful for. If you could give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, my friends, whatever part of the world you are in or around, I hope you're having an amazingly fabulous day. I hope you have an amazingly fabulous week coming up, and I will see you really soon in my next video. Much love, everybody. Bye.